Hi, good to see you again. It is multiplication day 2. Let's get started. Our question of the day today is, how does place value affect products when we multiply? Now remember, this is important because we are adding an extra place value. I told you, I believe yesterday, that we are adding a 100s place value to our multiplication. So it is important that we understand how place value affects our products. And let's remember what a product is. Let's look at our vocabulary. So our products are the result of two or more numbers being multiplied together, or the answer to a multiplication problem. Remember, the numbers that we multiplied together are called factors. They are the groups and the number in each group to give us our total or our product. Remember, the whole thing about multiplication is we are putting together equal groups. Now, I don't want to scare you, but these are my notes for all the steps in multiplying a 3-digit number by a 2-digit number. What I'm really trying to show you is that what we're doing is multiplying our ones digit by each number, and that's what goes in the squares. And then when we multiply the tens by the numbers on top, that's what goes in the circles. So let's see if we can take a look and follow these steps and solve this problem. Okay, so my step 1 is to multiply the ones place value by the ones place value. That means our 5 times 3. So 5 times 3 is 15. So I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to 5 times 3 is 15. So I'm putting my 5 in my ones place value and carrying my 1. Step 2 is to multiply ones place value by tens place value. So we're sticking to the 3, but now we are going to multiply our 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6, but I do have to take care of this 1. So 6 plus 1 is 7. I'm going to put that right here. Another way of looking at that is, look, we have now multiplied 25 times 3. Is 25 times 3 75? Well, yes, it is. So it looks like we're on the right track. Step 3, multiply ones place value by hundreds place value. Okay, we're still sticking to the 3, and we're going to go all the way over to this hundreds place value, the 4. So 4 times 3 is 12. I have 2 open spots here. So if we separated our 13 out with 10 and 3 and multiplied 425 times 3, 425 by 3, we would get 1,275. Okay, so we have taken care of the 3 and this 1, so I'm going to cross them out. Step 4, put a 0 in the ones place value. Here we go. Why am I doing that? It's because now we are moving on to the tens, and we are multiplying 425 times 10. Well, anytime I multiply a number by 10, the ones place value will be 0. Step 5, multiply tens place value by ones place value. Okay, so this is where some people forget. We need to go back and multiply this 10 times 5, which is what? 50. That's right. So I have my 0 here in 50, and I'm going to put my 5 in the tens place value. Now multiply tens place value by tens place value, which is right above it. 1 times 2. 1 times 2 is 2. Multiply tens place value by hundreds place value. 1 times 4 is 4. Okay, I guess I don't need this extra space right here. Let's add them up. 5. 7 plus 5 is 12. Carry my 1. 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 2 is 5. And 1 plus 4 is 5. So let's ask if this is reasonable. Well, if I were multiplying 425 by 10, which is pretty close to 13, I would get 4,250. So it is reasonable enough to think that if I multiplied 425 by 13, that I would have a little over 5,000.